today a little bit early, right? I tried to come around 8:27 UTC, right? So we'll try to spend some time studying the market, right? So gold market, Bitcoin, the gold is closed for today. In fact, we'll try to understand the market, right? So yeah, guys, welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing good, right? Guys, welcome. Let's try to wait for a few seconds, right? Few more minutes, right? And we'll try to start it, right? Okay. So right now, Bitcoin is right at the very critical point, guys. You must understand that, right, guys? Okay. So you must be careful while planning your setups right this time, right? Because market is having no volume to today, in fact, right? But and it is like a Saturday as well, right? So Saturday is like a sideways day, right? Just a second, right, guys? Okay. So Saturday we try to get a sideways, lots of sideways. In fact, if you're planning a setup, you should be very careful, guys. All right. You won't be having enough volume, though the setups that you are doing is right. That will be a right, but you may not be able to get some profits right from there, right, guys? Okay. Those kind of things is going to happen in the market, right? Okay. So just be careful, guys. Those who are planning your long shots, right? Srijesh, hi everyone. Hi, welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll try to wait for a few minutes and we'll start, okay? So without wasting time, right? Okay, hope everyone's doing good. So what are you planning on Bitcoin, right, guys? Bitcoin and other coins, right? Okay. Any plans going on the weekends, right? So we'll try to discuss for the coming week as well, right, guys? So this is going to be very important, though you may or may not get the setups today, but whatever we try to discuss today will be a big plans for coming week as well, right? Okay, guys. So nothing much to worry. Those who are making profits, those who are making losses, right? So the opportunity is always going to be there, all right, guys? Okay, so nothing much to fear in the market, right? So if you have been trading in a wrong zone, you may be you may like to get some push back the losses, right? All those things, right? So without wasting time, let's try to jump for the setups, right, guys? I mean, like to study the setups, yeah. So let's try to study the market with a weekly time frame today, right? So we'll try to start with a weekly time frame, all right? So yeah, guys. All right, so while we are checking on a weekly time frame, we try to go back uh, from a long range. That is the price. We try to take it from the long range, right? Tao safe. Hi, brother. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope your weekends is going good. All right, guys. Okay, weekends going good so far, so good, guys. All right. Okay, so let's try to study right on the weekly time frame, right? So weekly time frame, let's try to understand some price actions, right? So this was the resistance. It tried to keep breaking out on upper side, and last time from this level we see a very big move on upper side, right? From this levels on upper side. Okay, so that is almost 100% move from this level was there. All right, guys. Okay, 100% of move was expected from this levels on upper side. Okay, so will it give one more chance for the Bitcoin to move all the way on a upper side, okay, or not? This is the coefficients, right, guys? Okay, so you must be having that coefficients right for now. All right, so most probably this is at the average point, half point, whereby the price was there around 22nd March 2021, same price, 22nd November 2021, same price, and around 21st October 2024, same price, and we are 15 June 2026. We are at the same levels again for the Bitcoins. This is what we see right now on a weekly time frame. Okay, guys, let's try to understand little by little, but we go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. All right, guys. Okay. So most probably the Bitcoin is trying to hold above these levels sideways, a little bit sideways. Is not trying to give you all the directions on upper side as well as a downside, right, for now. All right. Okay, on a weekly time frame we see this is the resistance now, previous resistance that we have for a weekly. For a total bullish, that is a range of $70,599. Above that one only we can look for a good long range on upper side. Okay, So let's try to go with a small time frame, that is daily time frame. All right, so if it happens to before we jump for the daily time frame, guys, all right, let's try to understand over here. If it happens to cross above these levels of Bitcoin, right, in the coming range, right, coming days, right, okay, it may not be very quick, but in the coming days, if it happens to cross these levels, all right, on a weekly time frame, we might like to at least expect the Bitcoin to bounce on upper side one more time, that is around 1 lakh $121,000 on upper side. All right, so one more time we can expect an upper side, at least we can expect the price to jump till this levels, right? This is what I feel for the weekly time frame. Okay, guys, so most probably on a weekly time frame, this is the long range whereby people holders will be trying to buy in this levels and try to jump out on upper side, right, guys? Okay, this is what I feel for the weekly time frame. Okay, guys, let's try to jump for the daily time frame, right? Okay, on a daily time frame, last time I have given you one support levels, right? One support levels. Let's try to trace one recent a resistance in this level, guys. Okay, try to understand the market, what it's doing in a daily time frame, smaller time frame, lots more, right? Okay, guys. Okay, so market tried to break out on upper side in this levels, right, and market went up, retest was done, and finally it collapsed again one more time towards the downside. All right, that can be a liquidity as well. All right, or that can be a permanent down as well, so we never knows right now. All right, so right now we what we can see on a daily time frame is last time. All right, so this was the support, that very strong support that we have, right, and market try to break out easily guys, easily on a downside. All right, so that is a three times on a downside, right? It broke out, right? So to go on a downside, guys, all right, for the confident buy, all right, still, I mean, like on a daily time frame, market should close below this level, $61,361. Will you think that the market is going to close below these levels or not? Right, guys, this is the questions. All right, so right now market tried to break out towards the downside, but the retest phase, it seems to be like getting rejections and trying to move on upper side for a while. All right, guys, okay. This is what we see. All right, so in this levels, I know the most of the people will start buying in this levels already. All right, because market have tried to settle bob, but it is not giving an aggressive move right yet. All right, okay, on a daily time frame. So if they are planning their longs, they will be having their stop losses in the zone and trying to push market towards the upper side. All right, 11%, right? So on a daily time frame, this is what we see right now. Market is trying to go for the slightly bullish, right, guys? Okay, so market try to break out on upper side. For market firstly try to on a daily time frame, right, it try to create one resistance in this levels, right, guys? Okay, so this was the resistance that the daily time frame had, right? Okay, let me mark this one with the smaller lines, right? Okay, so market tried to break out on upper side from this levels, right? Okay, so that's why this is the just the breakout that you are having right now. All right, so market, if you try to see in a smaller time frame, you will see that this is as a this candle swap candle as a retest phase, right? Okay, so market try to do the retest in this levels, right, in a 4 hours time frame. If you try to see that one, right, so market try to break out on upper side. All right, and the small retest was taken, first retest was rejected, and people start buying in this level already. All right, guys, okay, so this is what I feel. The market is slightly bullish now, right, but in fact it is not able to clear out from the sideways zone, right, guys? Okay. So if you are planning a long in this zone, right, so people will be having the stop losses in this levels, right, most probably. Okay, but what I will be doing is like if I have to long, right, in this levels, right, so I'll be having stop losses in this zone and trying to move. I will be taking very small risks. Okay, because of the sideways that we have, I cannot take very big risks in this levels if I try to go for the longs, right? But in fact, so what I told you all, guys, all right, so market needs to clear out these levels, right, one more time. Yesterday's like what I've have been explaining you all, that market, at least if it tries to clear out in the zone, the first phase I will be trying to miss that one. All right, the first bottom I try to miss after, as soon as it breaks out, I'll try to miss that one because that can have a fake out moves as well, right? So in this phase, what I'm trying to do is, right, if it happens to get a small rejection and try to hold an upper side, again, I'm going to go for the buys then, right, guys? So I have been telling you all again and again, right? So in this levels, I'll be going for a big buys once it tries to break out on upper side on a 4 hours time frame. This is 4 hours time frame, right, guys? Okay. So if it happens to break out from this levels, then only I'll try to go for the big buys and upper side after the retest is done, confirmed, right? Then I might like to go for a big buys for a week. All right. So then I will be trying to see the price moving an upper side. All right. Okay. Above these levels with a stop loss. So while going an upper side, I'm doing nothing in this levels. I'll be just waiting for the price to do small retest in this level, right? So to prove that this is broken out, right, guys? Okay. This is broken out. I want a one proof from the Bitcoin that the price have been broken out, then only I can plan for the longs that I have been telling you all for a week now. And this is my long positions that I'm going to activate on upper side. All right, guys. Okay. So nothing much financial advice. Make your own research before you move in, right, guys? So that on then only this will be going. This is going to be my confident long buy zone. But in fact, again, the price has a one chance of retesting this level one more time and try to close below this levels, right, guys? Okay. So if the market happens to get rejection from the top and try to close below these levels, I'm going to go for a big shots for a long term, little bit for a week, maybe, right? On a downside, I will be trying to check it with a multiple of TPs, right? So we need to see whether the market is trying to break below this level or not, right? So one more time, the hope is there still. All right, so market is not yet able to decide which side it should be moving, either on upper side or a downside, right, guys? Okay, so at least I'll try to again trace towards the downside, all right, which is going to be below this levels. This is what I feel. All right, guys. Okay, so Oi Kunle. All right. Okay, welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome. Those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is going to be a continuation from Monday to Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day, if you try to listen to my uh setups, right, you will be getting a continuation setups, right? So where it will be helping you all. This is not financial advice though, right? I'm not a certified financial advisor to advise you all, but most probably this will be my zone to open a long and open a shots on a downside and upper side. So I'll be observing now. So what I'm expecting right now I'm on the sideways. I'm expecting the price to again boom on upper side one more time, right, on a smaller time frame, right, and and try to react in this level, whether it tries to get rejection or try to go on upper side. Okay, so this is what I will be checking on, right? So yesterday also I have been planning telling you all, right? So in this level as well, we can open our shorts or longs in this level as well. So main duty is like, if it happens to do a retest from the top and try to come down below this levels, that will be a confident short for me towards the downside. This is what I feel. All right, because like the small level of retest is again left on upper side. All right, while the market have been making a sideways and trying to push on the retest phase and upper side and upper side and upper side. This is what I feel. All right, so if you try to go back to the one hour time frame, right, guys? Okay, 1 hour time frame, if you try to see it, right? Okay, guys, so exactly the market is trying to test this level one more time on upper side. So most probably on a sideways, right? So market might like to go to this levels on upper side, all right, test one more time, and all right, and try to drop down. This is what I feel for now. All right, so one retest is completely retest is left, but what the market is doing is it is giving you all the short setups, but aggressively on a retest phase it have been pushing you all towards the upper side and upper side and upper side, right? This is what the market is have been doing today and from the almost for the week, right? How long you have been actively trading? So this is almost 4 to 5 years of journey that I have been trading uh, in the market. All right, okay. So nothing much to worry. All right, guys. All right, guys. So for the shorts, what I'll be doing is I'll be waiting for the price to break below this for the confident one. All right, confident one for this levels, I need a breakout towards the downside. Why? Because market have an upper side as well as on the downside. The sideways have tried to give you all the setups on the upper side as well as the downside, which is making you lots of confusion. At the same time, you are at the retest phase. You should never forget that one. All right, guys. Okay, so why I always wanted the price to break below this levels, retest and confirms above this level is you are for the shorts right now. Though this is the level of retest on upper side, you might like to think, all right, that's a breakout, and when you plan on a long side from this levels, right? Okay, without the retest, you might get passed off. So you wait for the retest, and after the retest, if it happens to pass through, then only I'm going to activate my long positions, which is going to be a big move on upper side. All right, guys. Okay. But in fact, if the price happens to get a rejection from these levels and try to close from the certain levels, break down in the support levels, right, then I'm going to activate my short positions immediately. All right. So this on a 1 hour time frame, you can see that is a market try to create one support in this levels on a sideways, right? It broke out towards the downside. Again, it's breaking out the retest. All right, but the retest phase, it never could close below this levels, right? So yesterday it was not able to close below this levels, right? If it was closing below this one, I would have confidently planned my short position towards the downside, but the market tried to close above and went up to break out on upper side, right? Okay, now what's your duty is, guys, now to see whether the market is trying to, now market is extending one more step for the retest. All right, guys, which is left incomplete, right? One retest being done, so one more time I'll be observing whether the market will be getting rejection from here or try to pass through and again try to close up on upper side. All right, guys. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for right now. Okay, guys. In the market, in the sideways market have already tried to give you the short setups in the 1 hour time frame. Also in the upper levels, also you can see there is a market already trying to break out towards the downside. Again, went for the retest and try to break below, but it was not able to close below yet. All right, which is creating a shorts also less confidence, right? Giving a lot less confidence, right? Okay, so we cannot, if it was closing below this levels, right, I would have blindly shorted in this levels already. All right, because like I'll be expecting the next move will be a breakout towards the downside. All right, but it couldn't close below this levels yet. All right, it broke out towards the downside, right? So we are observing, trying to absorb only this levels, right, guys? Okay, now in a smaller time frame we are trying to absorb only this levels. So market most probably it will try to go on upper side and try to keep breaking above this levels, right? So maybe around this zone, right? So market might like to break out on upper side. Okay, so let me try to close this one, everything. All right, so what I'm waiting for, a retest from the top, which is being, I'm waiting for a long, right? But aggressively on a retest phase on the sideways market have been pushing the prices on upper side and upper side and upper side. This is what I feel. All right, those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, so that you guys don't miss my live streaming from Monday to Friday sessions, right? Okay, so most probably for today, right? Though this is on the sideways right now. All right, so market is in the sideways. Okay, again we are coming back to the sideways one more time. All right, so most probably market tries to break out on upper side firstly. All right, guys, it will try to give you a breakout on upper side, and you will observe whether that will hold above or not. Taza? Oi, oi. All right, so this is our duty. All right, so market have already tried to break out towards the downside, just we need to wait for the retest. All right, so even in these levels, if you try to see, we are getting repeatedly on a downside. All right, on upper side also, if you happen trying to see, right, so market tried to close above, right? market try to break out from this resistance and upper side. So this is creating a sideways for now. All right, guys, market try to break out on upper side. On the retest, it failed again. All right, and it is closing below this levels, the previous support, right? One support was created, which is making bearish again, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. So both directions we see a lots of bullish and bearish in this way. All right, so we just not giving you any setups. If you try to plan your setups in this level, most probably you might like to get bashed off one more time. All right, guys. Okay, so what I'm thinking is market might like to try one more time today or tomorrow to break above this level 64,000 one more time on upper side. Okay, guys, but where I'll be waiting for my long positions or short positions. Once it breaks out on upper side, if the retest phase passes, then only I'll try to go for the long positions. All right, just a gist, nothing much. All right, understanding the market together. All right, so I'm not trying to confuse you all. Try to understand what I'm trying to explain you all. Right, guys. Okay, if you're looking for the bearish, you are not wrong. You are right, because okay, your setup is absolutely right. All right, but the thing is only the market is moving in the sideways, so that's not giving you the opportunities to make dollars. All right, money. All right, you are not getting money, any money from the market. All right, okay, so this is what I feel. So what's our observations, right? On a 4 hours time frame, it looks very dirty, right? The candle formation, swap, everything's right. So we are trying to jump out towards the smaller time frame, that is on a 1 hour time frame. Okay, guys, this is what we are doing. Okay. So you will be observing on a long side, right? If you are planning your longs, right, you're observing in this levels, trying to go for the 15 minutes time frame, right? At least for the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so it tries to break out on upper side. All right, on a 15 minutes time frame, it tries to give you the breakout on upper side in this levels, right, guys? Okay, so you are just waiting for the retest. Don't enter on this phase, right? If the retest get passed, then you might like to get a scalp on upper side. All right, guys. Okay. You might like to get one scalp on upper side. All right, small scalp. Okay. On FPGA's field, right? So let's try to observe it well, right? So what the market is going to do in these levels, right, together. All right, guys. Okay, so nothing much confusing, but it is trying to create the opportunities for the both longs and short. You need to look very carefully, otherwise you are trying to get bashed off again. This is Saturday, and don't underestimate the Saturdays. All right, the setup is given, but the volume is not able to push it, right? Okay, so most probably after a few hours, then you might like to see some moves, right? So today, tonight, all right, towards the downside on the upper side. All right, okay. If it happens to hold above these levels, right, I'll try to plan one long scalp on upper side one more time. All right, okay, while going on a downside, if it happens to break out on upper side from this levels, right? So what I mean to say is market try to break out on upper side and the retest is getting past, which means you might like to get one long positions on upper side, right, guys? Okay, so if you are on weekends, right, guys, if you are trying to plan one, you are trying to plan setups, you should be very careful, otherwise, or you can go with a small fund only, right, guys? Okay, otherwise you are going to get bash. Ram ram, sir. All right, ram ram, jai shri ram. All right. Guys, okay, so this is what I'm watching for, right? So at the same time you will be fulfilling one retest from the top, right, while going on upper side. So on a 5 minutes time frame, if you have been checking it out, right, so you are trying to market have tried to break out on a 5 minutes time frame, market have tried to go back on the trend one more time, right? If it happens to stay above, you will try to get one long positions on upper side. All right, for the short positions, right, guys? Okay, for the short positions right now the market is in the middle. All right, guys. Okay, it can go on upper side as well as a downside, right? Okay. In fact, if the retest gets passed, all right, if the market is not able to pass on upper side, right, rather if it gets, if it is getting again break through these levels, right, break through these levels on a downside, all right, making a bearish move, right? If it is able to break through these levels and try to retest one more time, right? In the 5 minutes time frame, guys, we are coming back to the 5 minutes time frame. After breaking out, if it happens to break below again, I'll be waiting for that one, right? So if it happens to break below this one, I'll try to scalp on a downside for a 5 minutes time frame. All right, guys, small time frame. That's a small time frame after the retest, right? So I don't know whether the retest is going to be given or not, but it will be confident only after the retest. Once it passed through on a downside, right, we might like to take out the people who have a short or longs from this levels, right? Okay. And a downside, right? So overall, if you are trying to see it, guys, all right, if you are trying to see it, market is trying to make a sideways in this levels, whereby the price is squeezing it in this levels, right, guys? Okay, so let me try to delete this one. All right. Okay, so market is in between these two levels for now. Okay, so market is averaging it, converging it, and market is squeezing it, whereby lots of stop losses is going to be haunted. This is what I feel. All right, so just be careful, guys, if you're planning aggressively your setups on a weekends, especially like Saturdays, right, guys? There won't be any volumes and market might like to squeeze you all the way, right? Okay, so market is may like to make one triangle pattern in this levels, right? So whereby the market can squeeze you all, right? Okay, so this is the level on upper side whereby you will be going to this average, right? And we'll see whether it gets rejection from this levels or not, right? Okay. So far so cool, guys, nothing much, but we're trying to understand the market, right? Saturday it looks, it is a little bit boring. You understand, you should understand, right? So usually mark people tries to trade on Saturday and Sunday because they get a lots of free time, but most of the time Saturday and Sunday usually market tries to fake you around, right? Okay. Let's see what is going to happen in this levels, right? Okay, so especially for the confidence shots below this level will be a beautiful one, right? Why? Because this is the average point that you have, right? Right now the market is slightly bullish. It have converted towards the bullish on a 5 minutes time frame above the average, which means that we might like to target on a little bit on upper side as well if it happens to respect it correctly, right? Okay, so let's observe whether the market is trying to close above these levels or not, but we may not have a good volumes to try to trade it, right? Those who are trying to trade it. Okay, Bharat mundane, hey hey haha. Okay, so let's try to observe what the market is going to do. There is no positions yet right now, all right? Those who are aggressively planning, I don't know, but there is no position. I don't feel there is a positions yet on the smaller time frame right now, all right? Even on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, so let it keep breaking below this levels, right? You observe it whether it gets rejection going back or try to close above, right? Okay, guys, for the smaller time frame, you're a good trader, man. What broker, what prop? I'm using Binance, brother. Binance and Bybit. Okay, so I use Binance and Bybit for my trading. All right, so if you requires a link, there is a link in the description box, or if you can go to the Play Store, you will get a lot. All right, the apps over there. All right, okay. I'm using that one. All right, so there is no confident trades in this levels yet, no good money making zone yet. This is what I feel. All right, guys. Okay, so we have been observing the sideways from so long, right, guys? Okay, so yesterday also sideways, day before on a bigger time frame also sideways, right? You see the market is aggressively pushing on upper side with the sideways. Okay, in this levels it is getting lower, right? This is not able to push on upper side because of the sideways. Okay, guys. Previous sideways was this one. Market tried to aggressively plan on upper side. Okay, let's try to observe it what the market is going to do in this level. So what you can do is one thing, guys. If you are trying to plan one sideways, right, if you want to take advantage of the sideways, you forget whatever you have on upper side. Okay, whatever the market is going to do on upper side, right? If you are planning for the shorts, right, just wait for the price to fall below this levels, right? Okay, on the sideways, you are taking advantage of the sideways, all right? So you try to take this 0.9 percentage on the downside, all right, with a small stop losses. Okay, so this can be one levels whereby you can plan your shorts, all right? On upper side, market again try to move on upper side and try to make one sideways at the same levels. Okay, so this is what we see right now, all right. Market passed through one sideways, again going up, market trying to make another sideways. Okay, so in this levels right now, the market is in this level, all right, so you are not getting any opportunities, all right. So one more sideways you might like to expect, right? Market going up, down, all those things, right? For the scalping, right, if you are aggressively looking for the scalping, right, just wait till the market is closing above this level or not, all right. If it closed above, you might like to get small scalping, right, but never good to trade right now, all right, guys. This is what I feel. Okay. Need to have patience and lots of things, guys, all right. On a downside, okay, guys, let's try to analyze for the bigger time frame because we are not getting any positions in a smaller time frame right now. If you are trading aggressively, I don't know whether you are knowing it or not, but their market is providing you all the no opportunity zone whereby market might like to bash you again and again, right? So you see the market is trying to break out on upper side again and again. Okay, let it keep breaking out, it will keep breaking it, right, for the shots. Okay, on a 4 hours time frame, if you are aggressively looking, all right. So my expectations is like yesterday I have explained you all, right? So market should be moving an upper side, right? For now, let it keep breaking an upper side, right? Okay. Let it keep breaking an upper side one more time. So try to settle above these levels, right? This is what I'm expecting, right? These levels or from here. So you most probably, right, for the confidence zone, you must wait for this levels, all right, guys. Before that one, it's not, I'm not saying that it might directly move on upper side, but it might like to play around bit, all right, before it moves all the way on upper side, all right. Okay, guys, if it happens to go on a downside, first target I'll be setting around 61,000 zone and towards the lower zone that is going to be 59,000 zone. Okay, guys, towards the downside. On upper side, I will be targeting at least 67,000 ranges on upper side. Okay, or at least with a middle TP 65,000 ranges on upper side. Okay, so it can move on upper side or downside, so it is not able to give decisions right now, guys. Okay, this is what I feel. All right, guys. Bhutani buy BTC bullish, but 64k resistance. If it breaks, then boom. Yeah, we are waiting for that one app spot. Hi then, hey bros, welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. The market is a little bit boring right now. All right, so we are waiting for the price to react because the market is providing you all the no trade zone in these levels right now. It is, if you are planning aggressively inside this one, okay, it can be a risky, right? One side should be picked out, one long or short. All right, the position is given for the longs as well as the shorts. The setup is getting prepared for the longs as well as shorts right now. All right, But if you try to enter in that confusion phase, you might like to get bashed off from the market too soon, right, guys? Okay, why we can plan the short setups. All right, so for the confident one, guys. All right, for the shorts also, for the confident one, once it happens to come down below this level, then only I might like to go for the shorts on a 4 hours time frame on a downside, right, guys? Okay, something like this. Okay, in fact, if the structure is formed that way. All right, and today I'm here just to share you all the plans that I'm preparing it. If you are panicking it, if you're thinking that your setup is not working, all right, you are not wrong. The market situation is not right for a while. All right, so you must understand that way. All right, guys. Okay, so market structure is not very good for now. All right, okay. So will you think the price is going to go and test these levels, right, guys? What you think, guys? Market is totally sideways, guys. If you try to do trade in these levels, right, you might like to get bashed off repeatedly. Okay. Hello, Designer Hub. How are you? Yes, correct. 77,400 and 70K easy. 72,461 strong buying zone. Yeah. Hi, Dane. I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Dragon? I'm good. I'm good. Just stuck with the confusion zone whereby I try to come over here and try to explain you what's happening with the market right now. All right. Those who are interested to listen, right? So if you are planning aggressively, right, still the market is not able to decide whether it is should be moving in upper side or not, right? So market is stuck in the sideways zone again, right? One more time. Market try to break out towards the downside. Market tries to break out on upper side as well, right? Okay, so just try to be careful in these levels if you are planning your shorts or long. Trump Trump case fire Kia. If agreement sink, then upside target achieve. Yeah, maybe. Right. So it will depend, right, guys? Okay. Either it should be moving in upper side or downside, right? But we are not able to decide with it there right now. I cannot give you the confined directions. You have a setup for the long as well as short. So we need to react accordingly, all right? So when it's reacting, it may not like to give you all the good levels directly, good chance directly. It might like to give you a big pump, a big dump soon, right, guys? So we never know for that one, right? Okay. Let's try to observe it well, right, guys? Okay, it will take some time in the sideways, all right? If you try to see aggressively a good setups, then we might like to plan. Otherwise, it looks very dangerous for now to plan your longs as well as shorts, right, guys? Okay. And for 1 hour time frame, all right. So market tried to make one sideways in this levels today, Saturday. That's so boring. I feel a big move coming, just not sure what direction yet. Yeah, it is giving the setups for the both longs and shorts, but we are not confined with the directions yet. It can make an upper side as well as a downside. Okay, setup is given for the both. All right. Only the thing is, right, we need to wait for the confirmations. We cannot react too early for now. All right. Okay, so market is moving in this directions right now, so most probably trying to squeeze again, right? And a 15 minutes time frame, this is what we see. All right. So one level over here and one level over here. Okay, so right now the market is right at the middle. Right? Okay, so it can go on upper side as well as the downside. What you think, guys? Is it moving on upper side or downside? So if we try to see with the retest phase, right, what I told you guys, if we try to see with the retest phase, we are targeting this levels on upper side. Okay, in this level. So what I'm saying is, guys, in this level, if you try to, but very risky, guys, you're very risky. We don't have any volumes, right? Okay, So at least one more time to this levels, right? Playing in the sideways. Okay, it may go directly or not, right? One level is this one and one level is this one, right? So market at least should move inside these directions for once, right? Okay, so one level is 64,400 range and one level is 63,137 range. So which side it should be moving? Okay, so that's the positions for now. For the small time frame, 15 minutes time frame, as well as a daily time frame as well, right? We are stuck with the confusion state, right? In these levels we are not able to trade, we are not able to make money, right? Even if you try to trade in these levels, it may not be very good profits, right? Okay, you might like to get few, but it won't you won't be getting any holding trades. This is what I mean to say. Okay, only one condition to down still war continue, otherwise BTC making a strong bottom. All right, F spot. We never knows, right, brothers, right? It can be moving on upper side as well as a downside, right? What do you think, guys? Up or down? Up or down? Let's see whether we get. This is only what we can do right now. Let's pretty go up, up or down. All right. So you may be getting correct as well as downside or wrong. So what I'm expecting is if it is happens to get rejection from here and trying to close below these levels, that is going to be one confidence zone for me to short it, right? This is what I'm thinking right now. All right. One level of retest, right? So whether it is going to give the retest from the top or not, I also don't know, right, guys? Okay. So market is stuck in the sideways retest phase. All right, market try to clear down below these levels, right? One time. The market is this levels, in this level. Okay. We can't find any setups right now, guys. Okay. So market have broken down. All right, broken down from the trend towards the downside, right? But market is yet not able to decide which side it should be moving right now. All right. One retest is left, that is from the top. Okay, market is giving you the short setup as well as the long setup. Those who are looking for the longs, there you are not correct, you are not wrong, right? Those who are looking for the shorts, you are not wrong as well. All right, the market situation that you are getting is not proper right now. Okay, this is what I feel. You are still stuck in the sideways box right now. Okay. Sometimes last before 2 weeks we are given a good move on a Saturday as well, right? If you try to take this trend, right, you have broken out from these levels, right? Okay, this is the retest and this is the confirmation of retest if it gets a rejection from this level, right? But still one level of retest is left, right, from the upper side, which I'm waiting for the confident one. If I try to plan shots from here, I won't be incorrect, but the market is situation is not correct right now. All right, one retest is being left again, right? Might like to pump and again give you the sideways. Will it give the sideways again? What do you think, guys? Is it going to give you all the sideways one more time? Okay, market try to break out in this levels one more time, right, guys? On the third level again it will try to break out on upper side or not. Let's observe that one. All right, for now. Okay, 15 minutes time frame. Okay, it is breaking out on the downside, okay, from these levels. Let's observe it carefully whether what is going to do in these levels. All right. Okay, in the trend analysis also it tried to break out. Mhm. One good retest is left. Melissa. Right in the middle, we are stuck, guys. I'm feeling it go down, but it is so weekend, so who knows, right? Yeah, I'm also feeling the price will go down, but because of the weekend, it is not trying to get the volume. All right. So market have been keep pushing on the upper side. You see, this stop was stressed, this drop was stressed, and we are yet to go for this tracing on upper side, right, guys? Okay. So lots of sideways happening. Just again, anything can happen, guys. Sorry, right, guys. Okay, so this is what I feel, guys. All right. So right now the market is still in sideways, not market not able to push on a downside. Setup is not given for the downside, right? Market is still in the meat of the meat of the point whereby of the sideways, right? Okay, so you observe it whether you try to get one long position from here or not, right? If it gets, then you should be getting long position still this levels, right? Okay, if it happens to go for the retest from the top, right? Okay, but if it closes below, you might like to see the price dropping again, right? Again to this range, right? So right at the middle you are. So lots of stop losses is going to be grabbed, all right? Okay, so just try to be careful in these levels, right, guys? Okay, so even if you are trying to trade in the weekends, you should be going with a very minimum fund, otherwise you are going to get bashed off so quickly, right, guys? Okay. Let's see whether this works or not. All right, but I'm not trading right now, but let me see. All right, let's see. All right, okay, if it happens to move up firstly and retest this level, then I'm going to plan one shots towards the downside. All right, guys. Okay. Let's see whether this respects or not. All right, so market try to break out on upper side, right? So if this is passed through, then you'll be getting one on upper side, right? Okay, let's see. Aggressive move. 0.6 percentage scalping. You are taking a gambling over here, guys. If you are trading it, you are gambling over here, but we are trying to analyze it, right? If it happens to do retest from up and try to break below this levels, right? That would be a good. So what I'm expecting is price might like to go up there, try to join this trend, right? And try to swipe you towards this zone, right? So this is what we can expect for now, all right? It may go right or not, right? It's not sure, guys. Okay, it's not sure. So this is what I'm expecting for now. All right, market going up one more time, swiping you out. This is what I feel. All right, let it run. All right, guys, let it run. Okay, so maybe right or wrong, I don't know. All right, because the market, there is no opportunity at all for us to trade. Okay, so most probably if you're waiting for the confidence trade, what you can do is, if the market happens to you right now, the market is right at the middle, right, guys? Okay, right at the middle of this sideways. Okay, let it clear out on upper side. Okay, so if you don't want to take risks in these levels, right, let it clear out on upper side, wait for this move, right? So maybe around tonight, I will try to come one more time on the live and we'll observe this level. So for now, I just came to explain you all, right? Okay. So tonight, maybe around a big move will be there, guys. Don't underestimate, right, guys? Okay. The big move, I think there should be a big move, right? Okay. Most probably. If it happens to give like this, then that will be a wonderful ride. But from this sideways only, it will decide whether it is going to do this one or not. All right. One level for us to short is this levels, right, for the confident ones, right? And one confident one, if it happens to come below this levels, right? At least if it passes, gets out from this sideways, that will be a confident towards the downside, right? Okay, one level of retest is left, right? So we'll try to come back after around 14 UTC. All right, guys. Okay, I'll try to come back and try to observe this level, right? So keep in mind, right? Today we have two options, one on upper side and one on a downside. Which side it will be given? Okay. So I also don't know right now, right? So most probably we'll try to wait for one short positions in this levels, right, guys? Okay, and try to trace below. Okay. Towards the downside. Okay, one. But in fact, if it happens to stay above, right, we'll try to plan long and try to go on upper side. Okay, at least trace on upper side. So that trace will be till this levels. All right, guys. Okay. So this is what we are going to do tonight. All right, around 14 UTC, I'll try to come on alive. All right, guys, with you all. Okay, so we'll be observing. I'll be expecting the price to move this levels or this levels. Till then we'll try to plan one setups, right? Okay, right now the market is still in the sideways, but try to understand, don't trade in this levels, right? Try to save your fund, right? Okay, so later on when the opportunity is given, then we'll try to take the opportunities. Okay, so around 1 hour, 1 hour, around 1 hour, I'll try to come on the live around 14 UTC tonight, all right, to see the levels whether it is going to give us a good profits or not, right, guys? Okay, then we might like to come out from the sideways level as well already, right? So it will be easier for us to trace the market right now, later on. All right, guys. Okay. One level is upper side. If it happens to come down directly, then it might like to retest one more time from the top and try to drop or try to go on upper side. Okay, so let's see anyways. All right. Okay, so that's all for right now. All right, I just came to inform you all the market is in sideways. Don't try to trade it, right? Protect your fund, right? We have studied the market a little bit as well. So later on 14 UTC you can catch me right on live. Okay, the same channel. For that one, keep subscribing the channel and we'll try to see you all later on. All right, guys. Okay, see you all later on 14 UTC. All right, that's going to be around this 9 UTC, right? So around after the 5 hours, we'll try to come back and try to see this levels is cleared or not. All right, I'll keep exactly this way and we'll try to plan one setups on a downside from this levels, right? Or we'll try to observe together whether this is giving you breakouts on upper side or not, right? So have a good time, guys. Save your fund for now. I'll leave for now and I'll try to come later on around 14 UTC. Signing off, Dragon. See you all there later on. Big move is going to be there. This is very important, guys. All right, see you all tomorrow, later on, right? Yeah.